Ding, ding.
That's right. That's right. So I'm excited for today. We're going to talk about something different. We're going to talk about, let's talk about flips.
All right, let's go.
Yeah,
Bailey, you have some questions for us?
let's get into the nitty-gritty of all the details of flipping, from the start to the finish, to everything in between, the contractors, the drama, the picking of materials, the picking of
This
flooring,
surprises.
courts.
Oh,
Yeah, we're
there's always drama for sure.
yeah. I mean, you guys know better than I would. You guys run more the project management, the project. So this is your guys' frontier. So
Yeah, let's get to it.
okay, so Anthony, you've had some background in flipping. You've been doing that since like 2012, you said?
Yeah. So started 2012, and before we got into real estate business, I would say the flipping business was more of a hands-on contracting business.
Mm-hmm.
So we were actually doing the work ourselves. Laid a good foundation for, really understanding. Of course, my family was in contracting, so the construction part,
Mm-hmm.
which everybody loves, they love to see the demo day, and I loved it too. That's actually really fun.
Yeah.
Hey, Leon, really quickly, they can't see Bailey. Could you adjust that a little bit? But yeah, no, not that one, the Instagram one. Yeah. But,
Yeah, so the stuff you see on like HGTV, they show the exciting things. They show the drama too, just because it captures attention. Though there's a lot more that goes into the flipping side.
Oh yeah, no, but the drama, there's always something that comes up that is surprising. That's why they can make those shows interesting, and to the viewer that's never done it before, but also like we watch it because it is things like that happen.
Yeah,
So,
that's not a.
so you're like, that's that could happen,
Mm-hmm.
and so it makes it interesting.
Yeah, I agree. It does make it interesting.
And we're trying to do that too.
What's that? Make it interesting?
No, we're trying to make
Create problems and just make it interesting.
no, we're trying to create a. Felix is working on a whole show.
that's right. We're making a show.
Oh yeah, we're working on our first one. We're gonna work on is Yowl Court, right?
Yeah, we're doing a remodel start to finish.
So that one's going to be
Analyze
pretty
the deal.
interesting.
Yeah, so that's something that we're gonna post, and that'll be pretty cool to see.
Yeah, that would be cool. Okay, so we get a property under contract. We're gonna close on. We get lending. That's a whole nother conversation, whole nother story. So day one, we get a property. What are we looking at? Like, obviously, it depends on the condition of it when we get it.
So
right?
this is what we do. We show up to the property, and we pull up our notebooks or our apps or whatever it is that we have, and we go and we walk through the property, and we see what needs to be changed. First of all, what's the vision? What are we doing? Are we doing a lipstick, or are we doing a full flip?
Right. Yeah, we identify what scope of work.
Mm-hmm.
Once we get that, then we got to stay in budget. So we calculate all our cost.
Yeah, we write down, okay, how's the kitchen looking like? What are we thinking? Maybe it's got that, it's got the countertops, the Formica countertops. Maybe we want to put quartz or granite, and we go ahead and figure out, okay, what would look best around, what's your estimate? And then we look at the kitchen cabinets. Can those just be painted, or do we have to get new cabinets? We hope that we don't have to get new cabinets because it's expensive and it's a very lengthy process. You got to order them, or if you get them custom made, or even if you don't and you go to Lowe's or Home Depot, you got to wait for them to be in stock because you might have one piece, but then you're missing the other pieces. So it's a long, lengthy process and it costs a lot of money. So the hope is we don't have to replace them. We can just paint them and change the handles.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's start though before we jump into like all the details of materials and all that. But let's start with what we do. We create that scope of work. First day is demo day. So you want to talk about actually getting on the project and
Yeah.
yeah, okay. So we demo it out, and the reason we demo it is to expose anything, clean the property up.
Mm-hmm.
But you have to, you still have to prepare for demo.
Yep.
It's not something you just show up, the guys get there and they start swinging hammers, and there's an art to demo. You see it on, you take a sledgehammer and you bust through the wall, but you try to do it in as clean of a way as you can
And efficient.
so that you don't create more work for you in the next step.
Agreed. Yeah, isn't that also why we have to walk the property first and see the vision of what we want to do?
Yeah. And so the idea is that you stick close to the scope of work as possible. And unfortunately, sometimes you might expose a problem that you didn't think was a problem until you get it.
That's true.
That's what makes it exciting.
I always picture when you guys say demo, I always picture the Kool-Aid guy just busting through a wall.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's the fun part.
Yeah.
And we've done that before.
Yeah.
We don't do it anymore. I mean, like ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool to go there the day that demo is happening.
Yeah.
Because you're ripping out all the old stuff, and everybody's in a good mood, and it's fun. Because you don't have to think too much. You're just kind of cleaning up. Everybody's got the dumpsters out there, and the neighbors are looking around and going, "What's going on inside there?" They hear bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
And they're going, "Holy smokes! What are you guys doing in there?"
With the loud blasting music.
Yeah,
Yep.
got the Mexican music going.
On blast, bro. We got all different types of Mexican music.
Or we got
going on.
AC/DC,
Yeah.
whatever. Whoever's working doing the
Spanish
demo.
rock.
Yeah.
So how do you determine, like, for somebody listening who's like, okay, I kind of want to get started in flipping, how do you determine what to demo, what to keep, what to salvage?
So we look at it in sections. The first, usually a property has a kitchen, has bedrooms, has a living room, and what else do they have?
Bathrooms.
Bathrooms. In the bathrooms. That's mainly like the basic stuff. Sometimes you may have a washer and laundry room. Sometimes you don't. But for sure you're going to have those, right?
Yeah. Laundry rooms usually stay the same. I mean, unless you're putting new valves. The first thing you got to do is if you want to go to the deepest part of the house, like the innards.
What does
So
that mean?
So if you're gonna change plumbing, this is when you do it. So if you're ripping drywall out, you don't ever want to, start painting and figure out, oh shoot, we got to change the plumbing out or put the tile. So you got to start as deep as you can in the house.
Yeah, it's just like you can compare it to an analogy of like mopping. Like you don't want to step on the floor. You just mop. You want to wait.
Yeah, it's the number one way to lose money.
Yep. And you don't just mop right away. You got to first clean all the countertops and throw all the sand and dust on the ground.
Right.
Then you got to sweep. After you sweep, then you got to vacuum. Then you mop.
Yeah. And
Right. Yeah, I'm just saying like the analogy of it. Like.
Yeah, that's the idea. So you get down to the deepest point. You get down to the dirtiest point, and you start building it back.
Yeah.
Because the idea is to do it as efficient as possible to make money.
Yeah, because you don't want to fix a foundation issue after you redo the floors. Obviously, it's common sense.
Yeah.
And that's you take a look at the electrical. How's the electrical? Is everything working? You can have somebody like a plumber come in and do a pressure test. Is that what it is? What do they do? A test on the pipes?
Yeah, if we don't identify any leaks, the drains look good, we try to keep them intact. The older the house, I mean, if you're like these pipes are, they need to be demoed out, the drains for showers, for toilets. If you can do it, let's do it.
So the first step is to go into the property and see if there's anything deep within the property itself, something that's like, I guess, part of the interior structure of the house.
Yeah, the rough plumbing, the
electrical.
If you're going to add outlets, if you're going to put, another faucet or relocate it, that's when you want to do it. Relocate the faucets or relocate, water.
Take a look at the panel.
Look at the panel. If you want to add outlets, that's just when you want to cut in, put in your outlet boxes, run wire because everything's exposed. Add recessed lighting, whatever you're going to add, that's when you want to do it. Because once you've covered up, the next step is drywall.
Yep.
And you don't want to recut drywall and have the texture guy come back to match if you don't have to.
Right. You don't have to do that. You can do it all before and then boom, just put it on once and that's it. You don't have to touch it again.
And you also want to, tell me if I'm wrong, but you also want to look at what you're gonna do with the property once you bought it. So you're trying to figure out what you keep and don't keep has to do with your exit strategy, whether you're going to flip it. If you're going to flip it, Anthony's, thing is go all the way or don't go at all if you're going to flip it.
Right.
So if you're rental, sometimes you can get away with salvaging things like painting the cabinets and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah. I mean, experience tells us that to get the most amount of money out of a property, if you don't do it all the way, don't do it at all.
Yeah.
So that's the number one key. Salvaging things, saving it doesn't really save you that much money in the long run. To actually buy it. What it does is if you want to rip cabinets out, then you start touching a lot of different stuff. So if you're gonna do one thing, you kind of force your hand to do everything. You know, it's like it's like going in and trying to make trying to think of an analogy. It's like going into buy it's like going in to buy a new TV, and then you're like, well, I need a new DVR, and I need a new speaker system.
Oh, okay.
You know, and you're like, well, because if you put the new TV, the sound doesn't sound as good without the speakers, you know, and then you're like, well, I need an awesome console.
Sound system. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, and you start, it just it doesn't fit, because you're like, you got this brand new TV, your speakers are no good, you know. Same thing with the house. You got this beautiful kitchen, but the floor, what happened there?
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's huge thing is not cutting corners.
Yeah.
If you're gonna flip it, go all the way.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it looks good, and it's super nice to say, is everything redone? Yeah, everything has been redone.
Yeah, it's powerful.
It's super
statement.
powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people love it. They feel confident when they buy that property. And it's like, you did the plumbing? Yeah, we redid the plumbing. The electrical's all been updated. That panel's brand new. The roof that's over your head that protects your family,
Brand new.
brand new.
Brand new. They're gonna want to buy that house,
Yeah, it's gonna sell for top dollar.
Yep.
And that's the purpose of our,
and people are gonna want it. It's gonna be a property that people are actively looking for. It's not gonna be one of those like, oh, there's nothing else in the market, so this is the only option I have.
Exactly.
No, this is what everybody wants.
Yep, and I better put a good offer and get it going, or else somebody else is going to grab it.
Yep. So first step, we go in there and we take a look at the deep stuff, the electrical, the plumbing, and then
Bring the contractors in, let them make those repairs. And we got to try to identify at that point as many issues as possible. We don't want to go and start, and you don't, you miss things once in a while, but you don't want to get started in the project and start putting things back, and you're like, oh no, that didn't work. You know,
Right.
shoot, missed that.
And sometimes you don't even encounter problems until you've started doing some demo. It's something that can't be actively seen or tested. It's like maybe you start doing drywall down, or you're trying to add another bathroom or something. You figure out like, there's like duct that's going through there.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. Like, oh yeah, that duct's disconnected. So then you just got to get the AC guys like, okay, we need this duct fixed. And
So if you're going to do something in the kitchen, you're like, I want to open this up. Make sure you like check, well, maybe you can't open it up because there's some duct going through there, or some wires or something. If it's some wires, usually that's something that you can actually overcome, because then you can just like rewire stuff. You know, you can get like some sort of junction box, and that's like a little box where you have all the wires connected to, and you can like move it someplace so that you can grab extra wire and run it where you need it to go, instead of having to rewire that entire.
yeah, sometimes you open it up and they ran the gas line inside the duct, behind the duct. So, which is in the soffit, which is, soffit for, you can look that up, Google soffit, but it's a framing that creates, pop outs or,
Yeah, it's like
drop downs
right there is
in
like a
ceiling.
little rectangle or something that's sticking out.
Yeah, I used to see them a lot in houses for, it was a decoration. It was decorative back then.
Work
But-
with what you got too.
Yeah, and embrace it. If you have a mid-century modern house, that's the biggest thing I see people make mistakes, is if you have an era of a house, or the roof is a certain pitch, or, you have tile roof or shingle roof, go with that style, embrace it, and modernize it. But when you can do that, when you go with the style and keep it consistent, I see people do really nice jobs, taking the original architectural style and working with that. Where people go wrong a lot of the times, they'll take like a southwestern house, and try to make it look like a house that's from back east.
Right.
It doesn't work. Just embrace that. Make it modern. Make it a modern Santa Fe house.
Modernize the house.
Yeah, and that's when people really appreciate. They go like, yeah, I like that. That looks good. but you might take like, you know, a southwestern house and try to make it, you know, super colonial, or you have pillars in the house that make it look Tuscan or colonial, depending on the you know, the style of the pillar, and they try to make it modern, and it's like, well, you got to either take that out,
Right.
and remove it, or you got to work with it.
You can't. Yeah, you can't leave that
embrace
stuff in
it.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that you learn that it's a style. You might have to bring in a designer. We don't do that, but we do consult with people, and we do watch. You know, we do look at different, you know, things online. We use apps like House. We use. I'm always looking at what other flippers are doing.
Right. I was gonna say you can go on Zillow and you can see if there's any flips that I've sold.
Yeah.
Or if there's
Right.
anything for sale, and then kind of get an idea of like, oh, that's what they did, and then maybe they did something that you've been thinking about, but now you see it on their property and you're like, now I'm not too sure.
Right. Or I look at new builds, like what the trend is there. Or if a house sold in that area and you're like, that's just repeat that right there.
Yeah, sold for a price that you wanted to have.
Yeah. Stay neutral. Let's talk about that. Colors and options and
Yeah, so let's back up a little bit. So a Kool-Aid guy came through, knocked out everything that needs to be knocked out. So let's pretend we can get into like foundation problems, electrical problems, maybe later. Let's pretend those aren't issues. So now we got everything. The floor is gutted, kitchen is gutted. How do you figure out what you're gonna put in? Like why choose tile instead of luxury vinyl or vice versa laminate? Like how do you decide?
oh, good question. Those are budget issues. Budget decisions. So
Okay.
in our area, tile is king. If you could do tile, it's usually the most expensive route. LVT is
What's LVT?
Luxury vinyl tile.
yeah, luxury vinyl tile or luxury vinyl planks they call them.
Okay.
And they're nice. It's really nice. It's actually coming up. But tile's still just in this area. It's everybody, you know, a lot of people like it. It's cooler. It definitely lasts. It's been proven. It's been around for a long time. So if the budget can take that, that's where you want to go. You know, we're seeing the trend where the carpet is dying. So you want to stay away from that. So yeah, you will choose your finishes based on your budget.
Yeah, and I noticed we don't use a lot of tile in our flips. We usually use luxury vinyl. Why do we use luxury vinyl instead of tile in our flips?
It's like the best bang for your buck almost.
Yeah, I mean, it usually takes less time.
Quick.
Yeah, it's way quicker. And we're finding some of the product out there is really nice. In Yuma, we don't have, we have the tile we're limited in like our choices of tile. So usually we have a real good contractor that does limited, luxury vinyl flooring. But that industry has really come. But the mainstream consumer still doesn't know it yet. In some of the bigger cities, but in Yuma, we're trying to bring that. You're seeing a little bit more, just a little longer to adopt that style in Yuma.
Adopt what?
The style of flooring of LVP.
Oh,
Luxury vinyl planks.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I see a lot of people do laminate. Why do we choose luxury vinyl planks LVP instead of laminate?
Well, actually, the industry laminates it's being phased out. One of our contractors just told us he was looking for it. He can't even find it at Home Depot. So because the new stuff, it looks just like it's laminate, but it's vinyl and it doesn't. It's waterproof.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Another reason we use it is because of the durability factor, and it's very durable, waterproof, good bang for your buck. Not expensive, not as expensive as tile.
And it's faster installation too. If you get the tile, well, you need somebody that knows how to do tile and has the machine to cut the tile.
Yeah.
And it I don't know, it depends. Some people will tell you like, I don't want tile. Like even though you tell them like, hey, tile is better and it could add more value to your house or whatever, it lasts forever, they're still gonna say, no, I don't want tile.
Yeah, because it's tough on some people like the feeling of laminate. They like the feeling of it's got a little bit more cushion to it.
Some people are willing to pay more for the plank than the tile.
Yeah. So it's all preference, but what we try to do is create a house that fits a lot of different people's needs. And so it used to be grays, now it's more whites and taupes.
Mm-hmm.
Used to be nickel, like satin nickel was the thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now blacks and brass or gold. It's kind of the thing. It used to be bold colors. Sometimes it's green or blue, but now it's kind of it's you can use those colors, but it's more of like on the neutral side of those colors. So it just depends on what's going on in the style, you know, inside the design world.
Yeah, what people are looking for. So I noticed we use a lot of tile in our rentals versus luxury vinyl. Why is
Oh
that?
yeah, because look, luxury vinyl planks, we're gonna use them. We're gonna put it in there. Best bang for your buck. It's gonna make the house look very nice, so we can hit that high ARV and sell it, and then that's it. We don't have to worry about it anymore. But with a rental, well, we keep that, and we have to. If we buy luxury vinyl plank and compare that to the durability of tile, tile has so much more durability. So and then we basically don't have to replace it for like the next 75 years or so.
I mean, hopefully we won't have a property that long, but yeah, I mean, it's gonna last. You see them.
But with the other one, there's going to be wear and tear, and it depends on the tenant very drastically. And if they're always walking in there with like their boots or if they just don't take good care of the flooring, well, then guess what? You're going to have to replace that again.
And I think a lot of it has to do with the budget, and at that time, sometimes we run into some really crazy deals. And it's just like, you were thinking this way, but this guy, you know, like, but I can get this to you for $2 a square foot. And you're like, whoa. So it's the color line. It goes with it. You're just like, yeah, you can go with it. So a lot of that has to do with, I mean, you got to consider that as a factor. It's like, hey, I wanted to go this route, but this route just seems, you know,
Right.
budget friendly. It just makes sense financially.
Yeah. So it sounds like,
I'm going to move this.
at least from our standpoint, it's a business decision on our flips to do luxury vinyl, and it's in terms of cost effectiveness, and using tile and rentals is a better business decision for us because it costs more, but we get more durability in terms of years of use.
Yeah, the probabilities
For
if you're having
replacement.
to replace that
Yeah.
are very low. But when you compare it to the plank, if it was mistreated or like it's just there's a chance that you will have to get flooring again.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, and it has a lot to do with demo when you remove it. If you have to like go in there and take it out for whatever reason, tile's a bear. It's just a heavy work.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, I've seen the guys demo that. It doesn't look easy.
No.
Okay, so we got the floors. So let's move on. What are we doing next? Let's pretend it's full gut. What's the next thing we're working on?
Are we touching the showers?
Yeah.
Well, the floors are actually the last thing we do, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
One of the later.
one of the later things.
Yeah.
So let's do it in as chronological order
Okay.
for Jimbo and everybody else.
Okay, so
All right.
so it's the property's completely demoed. So floors, we just talked about it, but that's later on.
We
'Cause-
demoed it. We took a look at the pipes. Everything looks pretty good. The
foundation
electrical looks
looks
pretty
good,
good.
yeah.
Okay, now we can actually start the
Drywall.
The drywall.
Okay, drywalls first.
Yep.
Yeah.
We put up the new drywall.
Insulation first, no?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. So drywall is next phase, and in order for the drywall to go up, we gotta do the insulation. We gotta order the drywall, and we gotta get the workers in there to put up the. Actually, no. We got a plan now. Are we changing anything up with the lighting? Are we adding
Yeah,
cam
we
lights?
talked about that. You add all that in. You do your rough in electrical. You add boxes. You move your water. So you got all that in. Boom.
Okay, so that's part of the going in there and taking a look at the pipes and the electrical?
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm pretty sure Jimbo didn't know that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Now he knows.
So now you know. When you go in there, you take a look at the plumbing, the electrical. Now that everything, the drywall is off and everything is, if you want to add something, if you want to add another outlet, if you want to add another light, now's the
Fan.
time to do it. Yeah, if you want to add another fan, now is the time to do it.
Before you had the drywall.
Before you add the drywall, because now you can run those cables super easily. You have access to everything. If you want to add a fan in a room that doesn't have a fan, well, now you can add the wire to that and place the
Junction box.
Yeah, the junction box for that will hold the fan
Yeah.
and have everything prepared. Then once you planned out, like, okay, I want can lighting, I want 3 lights here, and I want them dispersed here. Then you send in the electrical guy.
I love adding can lighting.
Oh, can lighting is the best, and let's
Why
talk
is that?
about why
Yeah.
we love can lighting.
Recessed lighting. I mean, it just modernizes the place. You don't need a bulb now. They're all LED. They sit flush with the ceiling. They
Yeah.
look clean.
Mm-hmm.
So the
Energy efficient.
energy efficient fixtures are, I mean, you can put them in there, but I'd rather have like 4 recessed lights and
Yeah,
be
makes
done with
it makes
Makes
it
it
real bright.
really modern too,
And you
man.
can dim them. You just need a little switch that they're all
Yeah,
dimmable.
because they're LED. There's so much you can do with them.
You can change the color if you want bright white, you want daylight, you want soft white.
Mm-hmm.
Very easy. They're
Yeah.
awesome. LED
then-
halo lights.
And then with the other lights fixtures that are, from before that aren't can lighting, it's a little different. And then it's also could be a little bit complicated if you had like, so you had ballast for some reason.
Yeah, or you have to add a fixture and it just looks old.
Yeah, it
Nice
does.
and clean.
Yeah, can lighting. It makes it look real modern.
I like it when you walk
Takes
in.
less space. It opens things up more.
Yeah, I like when you walk in and it's just, you got the can lights.
Yeah,
And then if you want, the only thing, the fan, and you give it some air movement, but it just looks clean.
Yeah,
It does.
I agree. I think it looks really clean. Okay, so and just for people who didn't listen to the last podcast, Jimbo, we say Jimbo. We're using that as an example of the name of the person who's like just starting out. So
who wants to get into investing?
who wants to get into investing? That's right. So so properties demo. We put in the lights. We put in the insulation and the drywall. Now, what's the next move?
All right, this is what we're gonna do. You're Jimbo. Me and Anthony are your mentors.
Okay.
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 And we're helping you on your first flip.
Let's do it.
All right. And we told you we just went through that. We're like, all right, Jimbo, what do you want to do? Want to do some light fixtures that we recommend you do? You do can lighting, and this is where we want it. Maybe do some fans here and here and here.
Mm-hmm.
And does that sound good?
I feel like I'm drinking through a water hose right now. Can we do this step by step?
Sure.
Okay.
You let me know. What do you want to know first?
Okay, so we did so now we did the demo. We put the wires. So you guys recommended can lighting,
Yep.
right? To put it
Can
in.
lighting is the best one to
Okay,
do.
so I'll have my team, my new team. Hopefully they do a good job. I'll have them work on that. So now we're putting the insulation, the drywall. So drywall. So to my understanding, you put drywall and then you gotta tape it.
Yeah, there you go.
Mud it.
Jimbo knows.
Yeah, that's what I heard on the street.
All right.
Okay.
So
okay.
you tape it to keep the drywall together. Then you mud it, and then you sand out the mud so it's even.
Wow.
So it looks
Jimbo knows.
Did you watch a YouTube video, Jimbo?
I hang out at Home Depot sometimes.
All right,
I
cool.
ask some
Did you
questions.
talk to Leon at Home Depot?
Leon's the man.
Shit,
Yeah,
he
Leon
is.
knows. Shout out to Leon at Home
Leon
Depot.
at Home Depot, bro. He going places for sure.
Yeah, he's the man. So yeah, that's Leon, and that's what he told me. So okay, so then you sand out the mud, and now you got to paint it, right?
Texture.
Texture it.
Okay.
What type of texture
What
do
does
you
that?
want?
What does that mean? What's
Texture-
Oh,
Just
when
the-
you touch the wall, you see like these little
Oh,
like
okay.
bumps and everything on it.
Yeah.
That's texture. Now, there's different ways of adding texture. It honestly for the it's not perceivable to like just anyone like because there's 2 different types. You can add like the little gun
Mm-hmm.
and just spray the texture on it, or you can have someone actually do the texture.
Yeah, you
By
can
hand.
do Santa Fe style. You can do a real mission smooth, very expensive, high-end homes.
So what should I do?
Just do the spray texture, man. You don't
Spray
need.
texture. Okay.
Yeah, it's good. Both are good.
Yeah,
Okay.
You
So
can do knockdown or orange peel.
what is that? As a styles?
Yeah, 2 different styles,
Okay.
but they could both be sprayed
Like think
on.
of the texture of an orange peel.
Okay. Yeah, orange peels are cool.
Yeah, I'd go orange peel. Jimbo, this is your first flip. You're selling this house for about $280. Do some orange peel.
Okay.
We're gonna make it look real nice, but it's not in a neighborhood where it would be worth it to make everything luxury.
Right. Yeah.
So that's
why not spend a whole bunch of money on a flip? Isn't that
Well,
how I'm gonna
because
get highest
the
dollar?
market around you, the properties around you, kind
Okay.
of like dictate a little bit what you can sell yours
Oh,
for.
okay. That
So if
makes
yours is like the super nicest looking, everything is luxury, and like because of the fixes you did
Mm-hmm.
to recuperate your costs and make minimum 25% or 20% profit,
Mm.
you might have to be up in like the 800,000 or maybe 400,000. But then when you look at the neighborhood,
Houses aren't selling for that.
houses
much.
aren't selling for that, or like yours is the only one that looks like that.
Jimbo, this will be your first and your last flip if you do that.
Okay, we're not doing
So,
that. then.
so Jimbo, this is what I'm saying for you.
Okay.
Okay, you're waiting for your tape and texture. You guys are sanding. You got a few days.
Yep.
We need to get your cabinet contractor. We need to get him measuring stuff out.
Okay,
Okay.
so that's the next move.
Yeah, we're getting that ready right now.
Yeah,
Okay.
drywall's up now.
And you got your tile guy doing your showers because your bathrooms are gutted. You're putting in your tub if you're gonna go tub, and you're starting your. You can do things simultaneously.
Okay, so while the drywall is happening,
You got
so
you
is
got to
the
kind
showers.
You got to be moving together because
Okay.
time. You don't want
Yeah, you
Jimbo,
gotta you trying to
you
get this
gotta-
done within 3
Yeah,
to
'cause
4 or 3 to 5 months.
Yeah, because I got a hard money loan on this. It's gonna every month I'm paying.
You don't want to pay that interest. You want to.
Yeah.
What's the minimum months? If usually when you get a hard money loan, the bank's like, hey, like at least you gotta like, let's say you for some reason you get this flip done within 2 months, and then you pay back. We only made this much on you with interest. So minimum, you have to pay. There has to be at least how many months paid.
well,
Depends on the lender, right?
depends
on the lender.
Yeah,
Safe.
sometimes there's no penalty or
Say your lender says, hey, look, I'm gonna let you borrow this money, but mandatory you got to make four payments.
Yeah.
4 payments have to be made. After those 4 payments, then you can come in and like pay off whatever you got. So you
Okay.
want to work kind of within that timeline. You want to get it done before,
yeah.
so that you're not paying extra interest. You want to get it done before what the lender is telling you.
Yeah, makes sense. And I gotta think about how long it's gonna take to sell it.
Right. So you want to work efficiently,
Okay.
keeping timelines in mind. So the reason why you want to order cabinets and stuff now is because
Takes a while.
yeah, you could have got your bids already because we want you to have your bids, an idea of what it's going to cost you. But at this point, you may have moved a wall during the rough, before you put your dry. So you had moved that wall, and now you know where your walls are. Those aren't changing because you're already texturing.
And how do I know? Like I've seen some people's houses. I go in, they're not remodeled. Well, I guess in their mind they are. But I see some people's houses. They add like walls, and they say, "Oh yeah, it was a 3-bedroom, now it's a 6-bedroom." But it's the same square footage house. Like, can I do that? Will that add more value to my house?
To a certain point, right?
Yeah, I mean, it has to be natural. So if you're
what do you
like,
mean by that?
well, you get to this bedroom. Well, we have a 4-bedroom house, but to get to the 4th, you have to walk through the 3rd. So you're telling me I have to walk through through my daughter's bedroom to get to my son's bedroom.
It's not going to be desirable. People are not going to want that. They're going to be like, hey, why'd you do that? Just open it up so I can have a bigger room.
And can I just like any corner? Can I just make it a bedroom? Does it have to have like windows?
It needs to have windows. It needs to have a closet.
How
and
many
a window.
windows? One window?
One window.
One window
Okay.
minimum, and it needs to have a closet.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty much it. And I mean, I would say it's
that
got to have at least a minimum amount of square footage.
Does that have to have a vent?
Well, you want
It's got to receive
Okay.
ventilation.
So it has to. So for it to be counted as a bedroom, it's got to have a window,
AC.
an AC, an AC.
Well,
A
not
vent?
an AC. It's got to have some sort of vent for
Okay.
cooling or heating.
Okay, so window, a vent, and a closet,
right.
and then I count as a bedroom. But I can't make it look weird and funky where people are hopping through people's bedrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause-
we run through that though. People are like,
Really?
yeah, we created a bedroom.
Mm.
You have a 4th bedroom? Yeah, it's behind.
And I
the
would say
3rd.
that actually hurts the value of your house a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so keep that in mind. Make sure the property flows.
Yeah, it's got to the natural layout's got to make sense. You don't want to stick a room next to you got to go through the bedroom to get to the garage.
Mm-hmm.
We see that a lot.
Yeah,
It's like, who wants to do that?
yeah, be weird.
Well, some people will, but if you're reselling it to the masses, not to that one person,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So
when you're putting up the drywall, just to go back with
to
that,
go back to your question, Jimbo, to add a bedroom,
Mm-hmm.
because you want to get your bedroom count up, it's not going to necessarily add value.
Why not?
It's got to be natural.
Oh, okay,
Yep.
got it.
Jimbo's he's slow sometimes.
Yeah,
All right, Jimbo. So back to the
Just tell me,
drywall,
like,
right?
2 or 3 times, and then I'll get it.
Usually, let me know if this sounds right. You want to maybe start in the kitchen so that that's done, and then while they're doing the rest, the countertop guys and the cabinet guys, they could go in there and do their measurements
Yeah.
to be as efficient as possible.
So get those. You got your walls; they're all ready. They're going to get ready to paint, right?
Okay.
You're done with your drywall. So you got your tile guy working in there because you want to let the drywall guy get ready. Then you want to start putting up your tile in your bathrooms, and so you get your bathrooms going. You got your kitchen ordered. You want to because you want to order it and now you have some time for your guy to go in there and paint while the cabinets are being made. Or maybe you ordered them prefabbed at Home Depot or whatever. They're only like a week out. And you get your countertops as well. Get all that ordered at once.
Okay.
You got your bathroom guy going.
So I should I have had this stuff ordered before, or is this the right time to order?
No, this is when you want to order
Okay.
it. You want to have lined them up. You can buy prefabs at Home Depot.
What's a prefab?
Prefab cabinet. It's already built.
Yeah,
Okay.
the cabinet guy doesn't have to get the wood and build
Okay.
it. It's
Got
done.
In fact, this flip, Jimbo, you're not ordering cabinets from a cabinet maker. You're going down to Home Depot. But you got to measure them out, lay out your kitchen, and you're going to order your cabinets. They'll be ready in a week.
I got them custom made though, like with flames on them. I gotta return those.
Yeah, return
Oh, okay.
return those.
Yeah, those don't sell well. They don't sell well in this market.
Not here, Jimbo.
There's
There's a place for that.
That's
but
in
not here.
Alabama for the racers.
Okay, cool. Okay, so just to reiterate, while the drywall is coming up, I should have my guy work on the bathroom and
Yep.
the kitchen.
Yep. Because in the bathroom, it's going to be a specific type of drywall that is needed
Mhm.
because it's a wet area. There's going to be water running
Oh, okay.
through it.
It's a membrane.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you have the specific type of drywall. It's green board. It's got a membrane, like Felix said, and then you have in the shower area, you have something called Durarock or Hardy Backer.
Mm.
They're made
It's
out
like
of
concrete, right?
it's like concrete materials.
Mm.
And is it woven with, it's not fiberglass, is
Yeah,
it? It is fiberglass?
Fiberglass.
Yes, to make it like flexy and stuff.
Yeah, but then also it makes it waterproof,
Oh, okay.
so you don't grow mold because drywall will get mold if it gets moist. That stuff's concrete. Well, you can wet concrete
Yeah.
and it doesn't grow mold.
Exactly. Concrete doesn't. And then the added, what did I say it had inside?
So you're gonna put that on.
Yep.
And so instead of mudding like you would drywall, you roll like some type of membrane. It's like a plastic feel.
Mm-hmm.
Makes it waterproof. It's called Red Guard or AquaSafe.
Okay.
You put that on the wall.
Okay, so it doesn't leak.
So it doesn't so
It seals-
so water
seals,
doesn't drip through. That goes on before you put your tile.
Got it.
Okay?
It's like Teflon almost.
It's awesome.
Okay. So how do I determine whether to do? I've seen in some of your guys' flips, you've done tubs and you've also done walk-in showers.
So the walk-in showers, usually it's almost like guaranteed on the master bedrooms. But it also depends on how much size are you working with.
But Jimbo, how many times have you taken a bath in the last year?
Oh,
In a bath, not a shower. I'm hoping you're showering regularly.
well, you got to save the turtles.
I
Save
can smell that.
Yeah.
I can smell you're saving turtles.
Yeah. So, but anyways,
So a bath. You take a shower every day, right?
okay. So bath, you're saying people don't use baths as much.
Right, typically.
But
Yeah,
I feel
they
like
use-
families use baths, don't they, for the kids?
Yeah.
Aren't we going to the masses? Wouldn't that be a good idea?
It's a good idea to always maybe.
But usually those kids are showered in the guest bathroom, not in the master.
Okay, so master.
So usually in the master you have a shower, and in the guest or in the
Walk-in,
hallway or whatever you have a bath.
Yeah, we like to see one bathtub in the house. So if
Okay.
it has 2 bathrooms, you do 1 shower, 1 bath,
Mm,
bathtub.
okay.
And also, is it within the budget?
Yeah, because showers they look a lot nicer. They look prettier.
Oh yeah.
They cost more.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to do the floor, and you go buy shower floor, tile for shower floor, and instead of being $1.50 a square foot for the tile, it's like minimum $5 to $12 a square foot.
Yeah.
But it looks nice.
Okay, got it. Okay, so we got the bathroom worked on. How long does it take? Let's say a full gut shower with waiting for membrane to dry and
You
All
need
that
to give the
stuff.
guy a week.
a week. Okay.
Yeah, he can do it in a week.
Okay.
But there is a process. Yeah, he's got to let it dry. He won't be able to put tile that day. It's come the next day, start the tile.
Okay. And just so I can help keep my contractors accountable, so we're talking from demo to drywall and bathroom and kitchen. At this point, how long am I in now? Is it 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
I would say demo, give yourself a week
a whole week for demo?
for complete demo.
Okay.
Yeah, let's give yourself a full week.
Okay.
Because you're looking at things. You may have moved something. You may have to call the electrical guy and be like, hey, you're going to have to come back because we opened this wall. We were demoing it out, and he's not going to come that day. He's going to be like, yeah, I can get you tomorrow or the next day.
Okay.
You call the plumber. He's like, because surprises, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that pipe was behind there, or I didn't know that was broken. I need it fixed.
Or I need to go to Home Depot to get
Yeah,
this.
yeah, I need to go fix it myself, or whatever you're doing.
Got it.
It takes time, so I'd give yourself a week.
Okay, so a week for demo. Now, okay, so how long should I have taken to install? So now I'm working on the drywall, finishing that up, and the bathrooms and the kitchen. So how far am I in at this point? Another week?
Yeah, I'd say you're 2 weeks. Drywall is going to be, your 1,500 square foot house.
Okay.
Probably take a week.
Okay, so I'm 3 weeks in right now.
Yeah, you're about 3 weeks in.
Okay, so now let's move. So going to the kitchen. So we talked about cabinets. How do I choose a countertop?
Well,
Usually, if we can do quartz or granite, that would be preferred. But if
yeah, you could do Formica. I mean, right now, the competitive prices that quartz and countertops or quartz and granite are, I'd go with that. I mean, you could save a little bit of money, but I don't even know if you're saving money, honestly, at this point.
Plus, quartz lasts a lot longer.
Mm-hmm.
They look better. Okay.
Yeah, durability factor.
Okay.
people like quartz and granite,
Okay.
so like granite is usually the more expensive one, right? But if people like
No, they can both cost the same. I mean, you can
Okay.
buy a real expensive quartz. You could buy a real expensive.
so in that
granite.
case, choose one of the two that is more cost effective.
Yeah, you're gonna. So what's gonna happen in reality
Mm-hmm.
is this guy's gonna be like, hey, I can get this for this price. I can get you this for this price.
Mm-hmm.
If it's for your house, you may say, yeah, I want to go with that one. But let's we're doing a flip here.
And usually that's going to go with the kitchen countertops and the bathroom vanity countertops.
Let's stay with something neutral for the countertops, something that's the masses are gonna like, and that's relatively, inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
So for Jimbo, our color palette, I really like it. You can go ahead and use it if you want. We like the cool gray earthly colors.
Mm-hmm.
And that color palette is very pleasing to the eye, and it's very modern, modernizing. Like you paint a house with that color and it's going to make it look really modern. So countertops, usually you want something that can go with that. White quartz looks great.
Yeah, some type of white
quartz. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys don't use Formica in any of your renovations?
Not really.
No.
Just because of
durability.
Okay.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And you guys don't use granite because it costs more than quartz?
No.
It's whichever one's more cost effective, or sometimes granite is would be more cost effective than the quartz.
Your choice.
Okay. I noticed your guys' flips. Your choice is quartz.
Oh yeah,
Majority of the time, yeah.
Yeah, we like quartz.
Okay.
And then
Is there like a
Formica,
particular reason?
No, I think for me, quartz is less maintenance. It's newer. People like it.
yeah, with Formica, like
It gives it a more modern look, where granite kind of gives it a more of a traditional look.
Yeah, I like the quartz with the veins in it. You know what I'm talking about?
yeah, that looks nice.
So I can get that?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's in the budget.
Okay, it's in the budget. Okay. I guess I'll
Guy came in, he did his quote, and he said, "Yep, this is how much it is. It's within the budget."
Okay. And when I'm ordering cabinets, how do I know what size to get?
Well, you were doing prefabs, but let's say you were ordering cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
Well, your cabinet guy comes in, and
Your contractor's going to go over there, measure it out for you,
Okay.
help you.
I noticed there's this space between the cabinet and the ceiling where it's like there's no use of it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What is that called?
Soffit?
The soffit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So should I take that out and do
Yeah,
bigger
we
cabinets?
demoed that, but we talked
Yeah,
about
if there's
that.
no duct going through that, and
Mhm.
and it's just empty space, yeah, get rid of it.
Even if the duct's going through that soffit, that
sometimes you can move
that
the
drop
ducts.
down in the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
put it in the attic if you can.
Okay. I've heard you do that because especially if the kitchen's smaller, it works wonders on the eye, right?
Oh, it's
in the kitchen.
crazy. Yeah, it's all about perspective. So
Yeah.
once you do that, the kitchen just looks
A lot bigger.
more breathable.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, so the guys are working on that. So let's talk about as we come to.
So Jimbo, just a pro tip.
Okay.
We're inside, we're working inside. But on the outside you're doing work too.
Oh, okay. At the same time.
Yeah, yeah. Remember, we're utilizing our time efficiently
okay.
as possible.
Mhm.
So you're doing whatever you're doing on the because your painter's coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you want to make sure your exterior is going to be ready for paint.
Most likely, your exterior is stucco.
Yeah, most likely in Arizona. You're
Are
gonna
there any stucco repairs that you need to do?
do some stucco repairs?
I got to be doing that at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
getting
If you can have somebody that can do that while everything's happening on the inside, yes. If you have one guy that's doing basically everything for you,
Hmm.
then that can kind of happen at the end.
Okay. Okay. That
So you
was
want to make
my
sure
next point.
you're doing simultaneous things. You can't have guys working on top of each other,
Mhm.
and you got to do the natural steps of construction.
Mhm.
But at the same time, if there is an exterior element to this house,
Right. So with that being said, am I working on roof and AC if I got to redo those at the same time?
yeah, we're doing that. You're doing that right now as well.
Okay.
And
There's
you
like-
want to get your roof and everything before you get painting on it.
How old is your roof? Is it in good conditions?
If
Is
it-
it missing any shingles? How old is the AC?
If you're keeping the roof, you're good. You want to make sure your eaves are nice and scrape them down, wash it down, make sure everything's clean because you're getting ready to paint. That's the next step.
Okay. Makes sense. So, and what if, so my house that I'm working on right now has a pool, and I think that has to be redone. I got to have a guy on that right now?
Yeah,
too?
you gotta get a pool guy in there. You gotta.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
If he's not in anybody's way,
Okay.
get that all working together.
Okay. So at this point, all my all my guys are working on this house.
You got the pool guys. You got the pool guy. You got the guy who's gonna take a look at the exterior stucco, roof, AC, and then you got the guys in there measuring cabinets or for quartz, and also at the same
Bathroom.
time bathroom.
It's a little overwhelming, isn't it, Jimbo?
Yeah, I'm getting kind of nervous now.
Yeah, it's not easy, but you're letting the process flow, and you don't have to do it this way. You could take your time. It's just gonna take time.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, cool. This is exciting.
Yeah, it is.
It's new to me, but it's exciting.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So we're working on all that. Let's say we got the kitchen done, we got the bathrooms done. What's the next step?
Well, the kitchen's not done yet. You're gonna
Okay.
paint. You're gonna paint interior
Yeah.
paint.
Okay, so that's the
So
next.
you ordered your kitchen cabinets.
Okay.
You painted.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You installed your kitchen cabinets.
Mhm.
Your counters go in.
Mhm.
Okay, you're getting close.
Wait a minute. He got prefab cabinets, right?
Yep.
Those have to be painted, don't
No,
they?
no, they come white. They come.
Oh, okay.
painted.
So he got it. He got the right color and everything.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I returned my flame ones. I was-
Yeah. No, the flame ones are back. He got some white cabinets. He's doing white quartz. The countertop guys install the sinks.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you're ready for installation of your bathrooms are done. You said.
yeah.
So you're gonna set your toilets and hook
Okay.
your faucets up.
Okay.
Kitchen faucet. You're gonna start doing all your drains to your sinks.
Well, I got to install the vanity first, don't
The vanities, they're part of the cabinets.
I? Okay.
You've ordered them.
Okay.
The bathroom's done.
They would paint. Would you put the toilets before or after you painted?
You paint everything at once before the toilets.
Okay.
Mhm.
So now the toilets are going in. All the plumbing's going in.
Okay.
Your electrical outlets are getting because you painted.
Your toilets are in the garage and they're Home Depot cardboard
Yep.
packaging, right? And then you get the painting. The painters are gonna go in there. They're gonna clean up the floor and stuff. They're gonna put the what is it that they put to make sure paint doesn't get underground?
Plastic.
Yeah, they're gonna put the plastic, and then they're gonna start the painting process, and they're gonna paint everything.
Yeah.
Can I
Spray-
have flame toilets? Like
You
flame?
could have flamed anything, Jimbo.
Okay. You think?
Why don't we save the flames though for your house? We're gonna do your house next.
Yeah. Okay.
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 Let's keep it
Like that.
neutral, light and bright.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna put flames on this, but then you're not gonna get to keep it. So
Yeah. Okay. So I should have the perspective of what are other people gonna like, not what I like.
Yeah, but people are like that. They're like, "Well, I'm gonna go with this." I think, you're like, "Really? I like it. I would use it."
you're
you're like-
okay.
And I have clients. I'm like, "Yeah, that works." I mean, it's your money, Jimbo. You got to like what you're doing, but
Yeah, but it probably wouldn't be wise of me to.
That's where you gotta have mentors.
you're
to
gonna
put stuff
That's
that
why you need
I
a
like.
mentor.
Yeah.
But you're gonna learn as you go. It's your first flip.
Yeah.
You'll be
And-
good.
There's gonna be mistakes.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I got to keep it neutral.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and let other people decide what they want to put in.
Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't your home. Are you living in it?
No.
Okay. So let's go with what the masses
People
like.
don't like flame toilets.
I've only seen only one, and it was when I went to your house. That was it.
Taco Bell.
Yeah,
There you go.
Okay. Well, sounds good. So we covered that, and we talked about the paint. So what else do I have to do?
Okay, so now that everything's painted,
You got
they're going to go in and
that
put
flooring.
everything up.
That flooring we talked about.
Oh, okay, now the flooring.
They're going to put in those toilets.
Yeah, we can't put the toilets. We put the flooring. Yeah, so
Yeah.
everything goes in. Flooring goes in.
Okay.
You can start putting all your flooring in. Get that all done. Then you got to put baseboard.
Okay.
Okay, and then now you can set your toilets.
Okay, so toilets after.
Yep.
Okay. Got it.
And now you're really ready to rock and roll. You're doing your detail work.
Detail work.
Yeah, trim. You're putting your handles on your doors. You're putting your accessories, your towel bars up in bathrooms. All the little you're putting your smoke detectors in.
Mm-hmm.
You're installing all your little fixtures. Your fans go in now after you painted. Put up your fans. So all the little stuff that makes it look really nice, you're putting them in now.
And also, they painted the exterior as well.
Yeah, you're putting your exterior lights up. You're installing your door handles. Everything that makes maybe a mailbox. I mean, all the little things you don't even think about you have to buy. It gets expensive, Jimbo.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like it costs a pretty penny.
Yeah.
It does.
Now they're working on your landscaping. Maybe you didn't do a bunch to your landscaping, but you've already cleaned it up during demo. And now maybe they're doing they're spreading the rock, adding a couple bushes. That's all going on right now.
And
That's giving you curb appeal.
if there is
Huge.
no pre-existing grass, put rock.
Why? I like grass.
Well, if there's already grass on the property, then all you got to do now is just, put the seed and then have the guy come in and cut it. But if there is no grass and it's all dirt, put rock because it's much cheaper. It's way faster, less maintenance for you.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you're in the price range of $280. So
And it can look really nice too.
What about turf? Would I put turf instead of rock?
you could, but it's expensive.
Okay.
And it takes a lot of time.
Okay.
You keep it clean. Let's keep this one nice and simple.
Okay.
Rock is easy. They're going to come with the truck, with the trailer, and then they're going to pull up. They're going to reverse. They're going to drop all the rock in there. Now all you got to do is just spread it.
You know what? In Arizona, water's expensive.
Yeah, that too.
And you want to know what happened? I'll tell you a story. We were flipping houses, and I did everything from laying the floors to painting to cutting the grass. We had this property, and we were watering it, getting the grass green, because you walk up to a nice property in the green grass. I mean, there's nothing, to me, it looks good, right? So I was cutting the grass while it was getting ready for sale, keeping it nice, get it on the market, photo it. It looks gorgeous. We're cutting the grass. Just perfect. Grass is nice and lush. Dream come true for, curb appeal. We sell the house. 2 weeks later, people are like, well, I don't know what the people are thinking, but I know what they're doing. Shut the water off. Grass starts dying. Next thing I know, they're ripping it up. They're driving in the driveway. I'm like, oh man,
It's heartbreaking, man.
beautiful house.
You must have shed a tear.
Yeah, I shed a tear, and it was like, oh man. But you know what? They don't. Grass is expensive.
Yeah.
Most people don't take care of their yards. So why spend a lot of money if that's something that you can help out on the budget?
Yeah, it makes sense. Okay, so rock's probably smarter. So
Yep.
it sounds like the overarching theme here is just in terms of picking out the details.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple and keep it neutral.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
And people like low maintenance. They don't want. You may want grass at your house, but you take care of it, and you're willing to keep up with the cost of that. But most people, they want something that's just, they want to live there, simple, they reduce their cost. I mean, that's the reality of the situation.
And you haven't even thought about if there is no grass and you're like, oh, just add turf. Well, now you got to add a water irrigation system.
Yep.
Running out of coin.
Running out of coin.
I think this might be your last flip, Timbo.
No, it'll be a learning experience.
Yeah, it's a beautiful learning experience.
Okay. Great. So at this point, my house is renovated. I don't think there's any other missing pieces. Obviously, you
Yeah, you
got
gotta get the cleaning ladies in there,
yeah. So
or the
that's
cleaning people in there. Yeah.
okay. Yeah. So make sure a cleaning crew goes in there, just tidies everything up.
Everything. They get the windows nice and clean,
Yeah.
and countertops, everything swept and mopped, and now you gotta get the photographer in there,
Yeah.
and you're almost done, man.
You're ready to get listed. So call me up. We'll list it, and 2 weeks on the market, close in 30 days,
And I can breathe.
and get your money.
And you get your money back. All right. So
Okay.
how much total would you say all that was like, in repair costs?
Okay,
Well,
I like.
it depends on the square footage.
Let's just say 15.
It
We
was
said
1,500
1,500 square feet.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's
Okay.
do it. 10,000 for the kitchen.
10,000 for the kitchen.
5,000 for each bathroom.
5,000 for each bathroom for a total of 10,000 again. Okay.
Yep. Let's just say $4 a square foot for the flooring, so 6,000.
6,000. Okay. For flooring. Yep.
Let's say painting, we use let's just say 5,000
5,000.
inside and out.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's move into the showers now. How much did the showers cost? So
No, that's included in the 5,000. I
Okay,
just do a
okay.
quick one,
Okay. Okay.
a quick rundown. So
Kitchen now.
kitchen, no, we did the kitchen 10,000. That included countertops. That
Oh, okay.
included cabinets. That included appliances. Okay.
Fixtures.
Fixtures. I usually budget for, 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Let's say 1,500 for lighting. And then I do
Exterior work.
let's just say, well, we just painted it, included it in the 5,000. The pool was 10,000.
10,000.
Yep.
Okay.
$1,000 for baseboard and trim. 2,000 for demo.
Jeez.
And I'd say 2,000 for landscaping. See, Jimbo, you want to add all these flame toilets? So right there,
Okay. Yeah.
You're
You're
about-
at 47 or 4,800.
48,000.
48,000. Yeah.
Yeah, so
48,000.
I like-
flips are costing about 50 grand, 50 to 60,
Mm-hmm.
1,500 square foot
So you're
house.
like about 48,000. All right.
Say that again. 48,000.
48,000.
That's
Okay.
that's a lot of money.
48,000
Yeah,
just
okay.
on the flip. You got to add now. How much did you purchase this property for?
Jimbo bought it for 150.
150.
To call it 200,000.
So now, yeah, you're at 200.
Remember, we said he's trying to sell it for 280.
280. So you made $80,000.
No, you gotta pay. I gotta pay the agent.
Oh, that's right. That's right. So 200,000, right? 280 is what you're selling it for.
Yeah, minus out. We use
Minus
6%.
6%.
We use 6%.
280.
Minus 6%
6%.
leaves you with 263.
Minus 2,000. Yeah, you're at 63,000. Not bad, Jimbo. You made $63,000
All
profit.
That's sweet. What is the percentage of my return?
Divide that by
280.
200.
200. Because I put 200 in it.
200 in.
Oh, isn't it divided by the total?
No.
No, 200. What would I put into it?
You made 31% on it, man. Oh, 32. You made.
I call that a
32.
home run.
When's your guys' next? Do you guys have another project I can work on?
There you go. That's what we do. We'll get you that next project.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, I don't like plain toilets anymore.
Yeah.
This is better.
You could be an engineer. You can quit your job.
Yeah.
Do 2 of those, 120. What did they pay you at work?
Yeah, like 650, 60 a year.
60 a year? You just did it.
You just with one property.
Yeah, give me another one.
With one property, you made what you made in one whole year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimbo, just think about that for a second.
Bailey,
okay?
Felix, put him on your buyer list.
Yeah, you're on my buyer's list now.
Okay.
Guys, listen to the podcast. Listen to this. Jimbo just made what he made in an entire year with just one house in 3 to 4 months.
Yeah. You see why people like this industry?
Yeah.
Why they're interested in it? It doesn't always go this smooth. Jimbo had a mentor.
But it's possible. And let's say, even then, let's say, okay, 2 properties, but you can get to 60,000.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be a career, it could be a side hustle, whatever you want to do.
I like this.
You can say I just want to do 2 a year, I just want to do 1 a year.
Yeah, I'm gonna quit my job.
Yeah, you think about it, this could be your career. It's like, hey, do I want to work 8 hours every single Monday through Friday 40 hours per week and do that, or do I want to make my own hours? I can stop by Chipotle whenever I want. I can
Ooh, that sounds good.
I make my own hours, dude. If I want to wake up at 10, I can wake up at 10. I just got to make sure everybody's doing their job right. Right? That's what you got to do. So you can drive around, go here, go there, just have conversations. You go play some golf, and you're making the same amount of money, but now you have the freedom to do all that.
Or pickleball.
Or pickleball.
Ooh,
Yeah.
some pickleball.
Cool. This sounds amazing. I'm definitely gonna jump into this career, and I appreciate you guys' help walking me through it.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir,
no problem.
Jimbo. We're
Yeah.
always here for you, man.
Yeah.
I'm glad you found us on your local Facebook investor group on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys' office is open too? 'Cause I got some friends that are.
Yeah,
you're gonna
stop
ask me
on.
about that.
Bring 'em in.
Stop on by the office.
Okay.
We're here.
Okay. Cool.
Meet Leon,
Leon's
the guy
yeah.
that works at Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
He
He's
comes
pretty
by-
sharp.
He
I
comes
hear.
by. He comes by and visits.
He's our secret weapon.
Is he okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's for Leon.
Alrighty. Sounds good. This was Next Level Home Buyers, and we don't buy properties.
We buy problems.
All right. Don't forget to end the Instagram one, too.
Perfect hour.
Okay.